Hello again. Thanks for returning from the Phantom.
So Don, I have a question. How did you get involved in this? No, I'm talking to you.
I didn't raise my hand.
The table's turned now.
Yeah,
we're now interviewing you.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, that's not how it works. That side answers the questions. I was invited over to the midnight movie taping. Rich Yarborough was taping, and Brian, the director, had me sit on the stage. And he asked me a few questions. I told him how, when I was a kid, my mother took us to see Ghoulardi.
Okay.
All 7 of us and my 3 cousins. And then she realized these are grown men that have been drinking and playing softball. So what you see on TV was completely different from real life. So she said that was the last time we're ever going to be seen with anywhere near Ghoulardi. So I watched Ghoulardi, Houlihan and Big Chuck and Little John. Was it Superhost, The Ghoul, and I'm trying to think who else was there. On TV we got Commander USA.
Right.
So I thought this would be fun. So I explained to him I was just talking to Brian, and then he walked up and he put a mic on me, and I was looking at him, and he started backing up, and he says 3, 2. I said, "What's this for?" He says, "You're on." And this is basically what I did.
Right.
No idea what I'm doing.
And look where you're at now.
Yeah.
Still doing the same thing.
And loving it.
This is
Right.
punishment? Oh, no, this is fun. I'm having fun. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I get it. I got the midnight movie on the Monster Channel, Vortex, and Cleveland, Cuyahoga Community College had a TV station. My brother down there worked with his girlfriend.
Okay.
So they said they needed stuff for programming. So I went and I got a few of our tapes, and then I snuck over to the Mummy and the Monkeys store they used to have in Lakewood.
Right.
And I borrowed a few of their tapes, and I stuck it in there and sent them down there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So then I got a call and said they'll take all of them.
Wow.
Both shows. And I said,
Right.
oh, okay. So I called the Mummy and Monkey, and they were ecstatic.
Yeah.
And my brother and his girlfriend, they loved the show. So then one day my brother showed up at the house, and he said, they liked the show so much, we pitched a new one to the people in power down there. I said, what is it? He says, they're going to show old movie serials. Nobody seems to be showing them, and they'll need a host and all that. I said, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He said, what do you think of it? I said, I like the idea. He said, good, you're on in 2 weeks.
No pressure.
So I had to run around trying to figure out, did I want to dress up? And I'm thinking,
Right.
Houlihan and Big Chuck and Little John didn't have to dress up.
Right.
They did in their skit. So I figured all I can do is I grab my father's old suit, which I'm wearing now,
Right.
and my father-in-law's old hat.
Okay.
And I thought, I'll just do that. And I wanted at first to film it in black and white to match the serials.
That'd been a
Yeah.
great
And my
idea.
brother said, no, you got to show it in color, some of it. He said, to keep the audience. The funny thing is, here on Avon Lake, the young lady called me, and she explained when my show first came on, they got a couple of phone calls complaining that the show was in black and white.
Really?
Something's wrong with the broadcasting.
Oh, yeah.
So they had explained, no, they're from the 30s and 40s. They were made
Yeah.
black and white.
Right.
Yeah.
Occasionally now, people are now colorizing them.
Yeah,
So-
I've been seeing that lately.
So I did Captain Marvel in black and white, was my first show over 2.5 years ago. And for the special, we're showing the colorized version of it.
Okay.
So I thought that would be fun. But I'm having fun. That's all that matters.
And you got a lot more projects going on, too. So what else are you doing? You're filming a few other things, I know.
We filmed, one of the characters is Hop Hopkins. Originally, it was supposed to be a comic book. Unfortunately, because of COVID, the artist was taking too long, which is, I understand.
Okay.
And I decided that was going to take too long, so I turned it into a novel. So there's 5 interconnected stories for the first novel, and then the second novel will be a story all by itself. Then I hired 3 different artists to do different illustrations for it. So
Wow.
each story will have their own illustration.
Okay.
Plus the cover will have an illustration and the back will have one. We're doing our own, we've just finished 90% of our Hopkins serial, the first chapter.
Right.
We've used locations around the city. The problem is you have to try to use something from the 1930s. So we use Cleveland City Hall, the old one,
Right.
and an old cemetery downtown. We were able to use an office in a building, and then COVID hit.
Okay.
So then, unfortunately, when the ban was lifted, we could go film there. And apparently, God has a sense of humor when it comes to the Irish. So the building was struck by lightning.
Oh my.
It
Right.
knocked out the air conditioning and half the power and lights in the building. So we had 3 days to film in 80-something degree weather.
Oh,
We were
wow.
literally soaking wet by the time we were done. I felt bad for my son Michael. Michael's in the robot
Okay.
Oh,
outfit. So
okay.
he had to walk around in that thing, and it's literally when you took it off, it was a furnace inside. I swear the kid must have lost 3 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was hysterical watching him walk around in that, because where I'm an intimidating 5'5".
Right.
You are.
Yeah, he's 5'11".
Right.
So it's for my family that's tall. And then once in the robot suit, he could actually lift it up until it's almost 7 foot.
Oh, wow.
So when you see me walking down the corridor in the robot suit,
Right.
it's okay. But when it comes to somebody standing over you and you're looking up like this at it, it's like it's more intimidating.
Right.
So, still having fun.
No, that's awesome, man.
great.
And so for when do you plan on having everything completed and done? When will all your fans get to watch all this?
All 3 of them?
All of them.
My wife, my 2 sons, maybe my daughter-in-law.
Don't forget us. That's 2 more.
My daughter-in-law. Yes, the novel should be out. This is, it might be late as September, late as December. It's going to be published through Amazon. So you
Okay.
get it on Amazon. You also get what's that version where you just pay to read it?
Like the
Like where you can download the books, you
Yeah.
mean?
Yes, I forget what it's
I
called.
can't think of it right now either.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Buy the book.
Yeah.
It gets me more money.
Yeah.
The serial is going to be ready in about a half a month.
Okay.
It's a lot of editing for my son Donnie. He edits it, and then he has to score it, and we have to do a trailer for it and all that. So this will be part 1. You can watch that part of the serial is a complete story in itself. The next chapter will be just as long, filmed,
Okay.
and then we go to a third one and wrap it up. So it's going to be a 3-part serial. When we do all that, it's all filmed in color. We'll show each one of the chapters on the TV show. Then we'll put them together for mini serial.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is, the plan is when that's all done, the color version will be put in black and white, and then we can pad it with other old movie serials.
Okay.
As in cars going up and down the street to make it look like it's more back in that time.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Knock on wood. But
No,
we're having fun.
It's going to be a great time. I mean, it's going to be exciting. I know, we've been watching the little, clips of your stuff, and
Yeah.
everyone's starting to get quite excited for it. So
they have to get out more often.
yeah, it's
Turn the channel
right.
if it gets to you.
But we're definitely, we actually worked on a few skits with you for the Daughter of the Ghoul show, so we'll have those getting ready when you can find time for us.
In your busy schedule.
With your busy
My busy
schedule. We definitely want to have you on the show as well.
I'm available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, except when I take a nap at 2 o'clock. No,
okay.
I'll be back. All right, we'll be back after these few serial chapters. Thanks again.
the lost city of Zoloz before any of the others, Byron sneaks away from the expedition in the dead of night. The Phantom picks up his trail, which leads directly into Dr. Bremmer's hideout.
Now, don't waste my time being indignant. Just answer my question. Where's the Phantom?
He was for the safari when I left.
Does he know the way to Zoloz, too?
Sure. Tartar made him a present of the 7th key showing the exact location of this place. Probably the Phantom and Davidson are on their way now.
Morrison, you and Watson stand guard outside. Chris, take Scott and Rocco and look through the tunnels. Hurry up now.
Well, here's where we leave you.
Okay, if you see anybody outside, come in and get us. We'll be in the catacombs.
Now, look. I want to know what made you run out on the safari.
I wanted to be the first to see the treasure.
What you mean is that you figured to hide it before your friends could get here.
All right. Didn't want to be left out in the cold.
Well, you've got possibilities. Too bad you're not a mining engineer. That's what I really need. As it is, I'm afraid you know too much. Go on, get rid of them, Long.
Wait! I may be of use to you.
You?
Yes. If you need an engineer, I may be able to help you find one.
Now, don't tell me
Professor Davidson's one.
Davidson?
Yes. He studied mining engineering to help him solve archaeological excavation problems.
Well, say, maybe we can talk business after all. Go on, sit down again, Baron. So Davidson studied engineering, huh?
Keep your eyes peeled out here. Watch that trail.
The Phantom. You're in the wrong territory, ain't you? Lift his guns.
Well, that ought to take care of the man who never dies.
Yeah, I'll say. Take a look at Watson.
Now, what's this done for?
Give me a hand with Scott. Open that door. Put some slugs in the Phantom and sink faster.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How
do you like it down there?
He's got a slug in his chest. The Phantom drilled him.
The Phantom? And you let him get away?
We certainly didn't. Marston and I pushed him down that hidden cistern.
Get out there, quick.
Look out, you'll hit Marston. Come here, Ken. Nice work, fella. You take care of Marston. I'll get that dog. What's all the shooting about?
Get back. The Phantom will drill you.
The Phantom.
Maybe he's run out of ammunition.
Let's close in on him.
Don't be a sap. You stay here and guard this tunnel.
Now remember, I'm expecting...
Hey, Doc. We sure got the Phantom in a pocket. He's trapped in that dead-end tunnel.
I thought he drowned in that old cistern.
He must have gotten out of that somehow, but he's a sure goner now.
I'll take your word for that when I see it. And anyway, how do I know he won't get away again?
Oh, relax, Doc. If he tries to get out, he runs smack into Long's gun barrel.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Now, Byron, the sooner you get Davidson and his niece into the catacombs, the better it's going to be for you.
Well, the safari can't be far away. I'll have him here before you know it.
Hey, Martian.
You sure you ain't taking a chance trusting that guy?
I am. Greed is stronger than fear in some people. Don't forget, Byron wants to get in on that treasure.
By the way, Doc, where is this buried treasure?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. We've been digging around here for a long time, and so far we've uncovered nothing but a bunch of mummies and skeletons.
I know that, and personally, I think the treasure's just in Byron's mind.
But why keep the professor and his niece around here?
Why? Davidson's a mining engineer as well as an archaeologist.
He is?
Yes, and I'm sure he'll be glad to help us professionally with our excavation, as long as we hold the girl.
That's what I call getting an expert cheap.
Now, Morrison, I want you and Chris to act as a reception committee when Byron gets back here with Davidson and Miss Palmer. Treat them very nice. Show them all the sights and then lock them up in the catacombs.
But why keep Byron around here?
We'll disillusion him later. And get rid of Watson's body before Davidson and the girl get here.
The prodigal returns.
Professor, I want to tell you how sorry I am for deserting you the way I did. I'm glad the Phantom made me return.
Well, why didn't he come with you?
He's waiting for us there in the catacombs. Mokul, the Phantom says for you and the porters to camp here.
Mokul understand. We may camp back in jungle. How? What?
I'll show you the way, Diana.
Here he comes with the old man and the girl.
Yeah. Byron's the kind that would double-cross his own mother, if you paid him for it.
Yeah. Come on.
Here's the main cavern. You know where that is?
Yeah.
And there's the tunnel leading off to the right. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Put your charge right there, just inside the passage to the gallery overlooking the catacombs. Well?
It worked out all right. Byron's got him on the way to the catacombs now.
Good. If you want me, I'll be with Drake in the gallery above the catacombs.
Well, what do you think of it, Professor?
It's amazing. See, Diana.
Here is an influence strikingly similar to my own.
I suppose so. You know, there's something about this place that frightens me.
Nonsense, my dear. It's just the reaction from all the excitement.
I'm sure you'll feel quite differently as soon as you've seen the Phantom.
My. Maze of tunnels.
Where do we go now?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The catacombs are this way. Oh, here we are.
Catacombs.
Only a very small portion of them, my dear.
It's awe-inspiring. Diana, come here and look at these hieroglyphics.
It's interesting, isn't it?
These are entirely different from either the Mayan or Egyptian.
I'm glad you're here.
Yes, I'm glad I found you, but this is even more interesting than I expected. Yes, Professor, but we have to get out of here right away.
Why? What's the rush?
But after all the trouble that we've gone through to get
what
here...
about the treasure we came here to
Byron, there's a question I'd like to ask you.
Shut that door and bolt it.
It's certain we can't get out through this door.
Come on, Drake, hurry it up.
Hey, listen, with this kind of stuff, I'm taking my time.
What are we going to do?
I'll take a look up there. I might find a way out.
In the meantime, we'll take a look around here. Places like these are usually honeycombed with tunnels. We need to find ones. Take a look around there, Professor.
Tell them there's no way out up here. Fine. Go back and tell them there's no way out up here.
Any exit up there?
No, I'm afraid not.
That door through the tunnel seems the only way out of here.
Then what are we going to do?
Well, nothing to do but wait and see what happens.
The Phantom's down there with the rest of them. How about let me take a shot at it? Certainly not. Let them all find out there's another exit up here. Hurry up with that charge.
I'm almost ready.
Now, we'll get out of here and let Drake finish his work. And make it good.
I'd like to see an ant crawl through here after the explosion.
By the way, how did you find your way here? Byron showed us.
He said you were in the catacombs waiting for us, so we came with him.
That's a lie. I never saw him from the time he sneaked away until he came back with you now.
Talking about me won't help you any.
Put down that gun.
I'm working for a man now who isn't going to give all the Zoloz treasure to a university. Get back here, you.
You're a fool as well as a traitor.
I tricked you into coming here. I stopped you just long enough so you couldn't get out through that door. And now I'm leaving by a tunnel which I told you wasn't there.
You're crazy, I tell you. The man you're working for will kill you as soon as he's finished using you.
Yes? I'd rather take my chances with him than with you.
Oh, no, my dear. The Phantom will take care of himself.
Has Davidson lost out after all he went through? Will Dr. Bremmer and his gang of saboteurs now gain control of the jungle? You can't afford to miss Peace in the Jungle, the final episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. The traitor has lured the Davidson expedition into Bremmer's trap in the catacombs of Zoloz. The Phantom tries to rescue them.
The Phantom's down there with the rest of them. How about letting me take a shot at him?
Certainly not. Let them all find out there's another exit up here. Hurry up with that charge.
I'm almost ready.
We'll get out of here and let Drake finish his work. And make it good.
I'd like to see an egg crawl through here after the explosion.
By the way, how did you find your way here? Byron showed us.
He said you were in the catacombs waiting for us, so we came with him.
That's a lie. I never saw him from the time he sneaked away until he came back with you now.
Talking about me won't help you any.
Put down that gun.
I'm working for a man now who isn't going to give all the Zoloz treasure to a university. Get back there, you.
You're a fool as well as a traitor.
I tricked you into coming here. I stopped you just long enough so you couldn't get out through that door. And now I'm leaving by a tunnel which I told you wasn't there.
You're crazy, I tell you. The man you're working for will kill you as soon as he's finished using you.
Yes? I'd rather take my chances with him than with you.
No, my dear. The Phantom will take care of himself. Take it easy now. You've been badly hurt. Hi, fella. You all right, old boy?
Oh, it's a wonder both of you weren't killed.
Byron, what happened to him? I should never have let him come with us on this expedition. This is no time to think about that now. Let's see what we can do for him. Completely blocked. Byron's done for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is there any chance of us getting out of here? Never give up hope, Professor. I never do. We'll try and find a way out of here somehow.
Well, I did a great job, Doc, even if I have to admit it myself.
Now, what's so marvelous about blowing up a tunnel?
Well, that is what I mean. Besides sealing up Davidson and the girl, I knocked off Byron and the Phantom.
Are you sure, or have you caught the disease called no more phantoms?
Oh, stop your clowning, Doc. Why, I saw those two guys buried under tons of rock and dirt they'll never dig themselves out of.
Oh, it's fine, Drake. I'd almost begun to believe that bunk myself about the Phantom being immortal.
What's our next move, Doc?
Well, we have to finish that airfield. But to do that, we need native labor.
Well, the Phantoms fix it so the natives won't work for us.
That's right. But the new Phantom's going to change things.
The new Phantom?
Yeah. I had this specially made for the occasion. See, I want the natives to be happy with their phantom, but this time he's going to be my man. The phantom's dead. Long live the phantom. Go ahead, try it on, Chris.
Nice thinking, Doc.
Come in here and see what I discovered. Looks like the corner of an old chest. The explosion must have loosened this block. Let's see if we can get it out. The treasure chest.
Just our luck to find it and then not be able to get out of here with it.
It's empty. Wait a minute.
The mark of the phantom.
One of my forefathers must have removed whatever treasure there was and left our seal as a receipt. But why a receipt? The law permits those who find a treasure to keep it. Yes, I know that. But I'm beginning to suspect that the Tonga treasure which has been put into my custody originally came from here. That sounds reasonable. Maybe I can substantiate your theory when you show your treasure to me.
By the way, to whom does the treasure belong? You or the natives?
My father turned it over to me with the understanding, however, that I use it only to help the natives.
Speaking of the natives, I wish they were here to help us now.
Yes, so do I.
Well, how do I look? You're his twin.
Here, try this on. Hey, what about the Phantom's trademark?
What do you mean?
The ring, stupid.
Here you are. Catch.
Doc, you've done a wonderful job duplicating the outfit, but Chris's voice doesn't sound any more like the Phantom's, and the wolf sounds like a canary bird.
It's all right. I anticipated that difficulty. Rocca and Drake, I'm holding you responsible for Davidson and his niece. Feed them, but don't leave them out of the catacombs. Long, you and Martian come with Chris and me, and don't let yourselves be seen.
I can stand going without food, but I wish they'd give us some water.
And I wish that you had taken my advice and stayed at Tongo instead of disobeying me.
Don't say that. No matter what happens, I'm glad to be here with you. You still think you know a way to get us out of here, don't you?
I do. My plan depends entirely on someone coming down here to see what happened to us.
You mean they left us down here to die?
There's no doubt about it. In case someone should come down here, here's what we'll do.
Now, you both understand what I mean? Hope they don't grumble about the grub. And don't forget, be ready with your gun.
Out the door. I got my hands full.
Well, if we'd have known the Phantom was keeping you company, we'd have come sooner.
He's dead.
You don't have to tell me. I'm the one that killed him.
Then at least be decent enough to take the body out of here.
Yes. Get him out of here.
I'll carry him if somebody will help me sling him up.
All right, let's get out of here. Come on, fella. Come on, Devil. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
How bad you hurt? Get the doc, quick. Bremmer ain't coming back. Neither am I if I can get out of this place. Help me. Help me. Oh, I ain't got time to be dragging you around through the jungle. You ain't gone through no jungle. Phantom, he come. Welcome, Dr. Bremmer. Welcome back, Master.
Phantom not well, Moku. Throat very bad. I talk for him, you understand?
What happened, Phantom?
I was flying from Saipan in Thunderbird. My plane caught on fire and crashed in the jungle. The Phantom came there and saved me.
Master, very brave man.
He is indeed, Moku. To rescue me, he had to breathe flames, which burned his throat.
You fix him with white man medicine?
Oh, yes. He'll be all right in a few days. But his voice might not sound quite the same at first.
Moko very happy, Phantom, meet you again. Where is Devil and three friends?
Oh, he's with the professor and the others back at Zoloz.
We wait here for them?
No, we start back for Tonga tonight. We get many warriors to help them with big diggings.
Can do easy. Suba call all tribes. Get plenty strong men. We go pretty quick.
It's fine, Moku.
Ciao, ciao, mahal. Come on. Pick up.
Say Phantom call all chiefs of all tribes to Tonga. Last time Phantom called, Chota not go. Phantom come to Mala village and make trouble for Chota. This time Chota go to Tonga. Make trouble for Phantom. Call all warriors. We go. Wula wula kahula. Come, Ola Toto.
Now I understand why Moku and the porters didn't wait for us.
Did the drums tell you that?
They say the Phantom is calling the chiefs of all tribes to Tonga for a council. How could that be possible? Very simple. Someone is convinced I'm dead and has taken my place.
But who could that be?
I'm certain it's the man who's behind all our troubles.
Well, then you must get to Tonga at once and assert your right.
Come, let's hurry.
You cannot see Phantom.
That's the third time you've told me that.
Master sick. Cannot talk. You saw Moku. He tell you why Phantom call chiefs.
Now, you seem to forget that the Phantom is my best friend, and I know he'd be glad to see me.
Master say cannot see Rusty now. We'll see after council.
He did, eh?
You wait here with the people. He see you after ceremony.
You bet he'll see me.
Well, I hope Bremmer and Chris get away with this.
Here, put your mask on. Well, you certainly look authentic. Might as well get used to this. You're the Phantom from now on.
Master, the chief's very anxious for you to appear.
All right, Suba, I won't keep him any longer. Well, thanks a lot for everything. All right, Phantom, do your stuff. I'll be watching you.
Rudy Polo Tonga?
Kubau.
Umbaganda Tonga. We're not very far from the village now. These men will take you there safely. You stay here, Devil. See you later.
Tony.
Chiefs of all the tribes, Suba has told you why the Phantom cannot speak to you today. Your leader's voice is in a state of temporary collapse. I am Dr. Bremmer, speaking for your leader these words of wisdom. Listen to them well and obey the orders of the man who never dies. Your leader has just discovered the lost city of Zoloz. He wants to rebuild that city, but he needs many warriors to help him clear the jungle.
came in.
Yeah, and this is where we're getting out.
I don't think so. Come on, Reach. Out this way, both of you. Come on. All right, come on. Come on, get on your feet.
Chiefs, leaders, men of wisdom and knowledge, I've called you here to assure you once more that the peace of the jungle will be kept. I've destroyed all evil forces that have tried to create unrest among you. Their leader here lies defeated. He bears my mark in payment for his treachery. I want you to remember me always by this token from the Phantom's treasure.
I'll never forget you. But I'm not leaving here. I intend to stay on with Uncle while he continues his work at Zoloz.
And don't you dare forget to drop in on Rusty whenever you visit Saipana.
All right, this is Don O'Malley again with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning into The Phantom. And I'm here with my guests from The Daughter of the Ghoul Show. I have Toni and Joey, the Count of Cleveland. What else do you do for a living?
Well, me, I'm actually a job recruiter. So I've been staffing people for about 8 years.
Give me a card.
Right? So yeah, now we're, we've hit a little slow spot where, a lot of people aren't really looking for jobs. We have more jobs than we know what to do with, less people. But it's, it's kind of rewarding when you find, somebody that's really looking for a job. You find them a good career, and, it's rewarding in that aspect. But it's what I've been doing for the last 8 years.
And what's the name of it?
It's called Everstaff. It's over in Fairview Park is where my office is at. Before that, I was a union president. Did that for a while and kind of...
Unions? They still have those?
It's a while. 2000. I think when everything crashed in 2008, the shop closed up and everything, and then I kind of got into the staffing business. Just by knowing people, and really it was a friend of mine that got me involved in that, and so here I am 8 years later, doing that.
Very good. And yourself?
I was in special education for the past couple years.
God bless you.
Thank you. I love kids, but now I'm a home liaison, so basically like a social worker for the district, the school district. I just like working with kids. I just feel like it's rewarding, and I like to help kids that are struggling, or they need a little bit of a nudge to get to school, and just give them some motivation.
Could you help me with the show?
I absolutely can.
Oh,
yes,
good.
Yes. And then my daughter has a clothing line coming out, like she's on Instagram, so I'm kind of helping her start that. She's like a young entrepreneur, so like that's her dream, so I kind of help her with that too on the side.
And you have a son also.
I do. I have a son, and he loves sports, so like that's his passion is basketball. He's really good at it, and like he gives it all, you know what I mean, so I can't complain. Good kids overall. I really can't complain.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
No, Donna, tell us about your past life. We know where you used to work. Fire department?
I was born, and then the gypsies took me, and then they brought me back.
Right.
And then the wolves took me, and they brought me back. So my mother had to keep us. There were 7 of us. I'm a retired fireman from city of Maple Heights, permanently partial disabled.
Okay.
Wow.
Somebody's got to do it.
Right.
Then I taught at Tri-C. I was their EMT, paramedic, and fire instructor at downtown Cleveland and Parma, and I worked for, what is it called? The Red Cross downtown.
Okay.
And then I owned a comic book store for a year.
Wow.
Lost my shirt on it.
Right. That's a tough store to get. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. That was about it. I have 2 sons. It's proof I breed in captivity.
Right.
Yep.
And a beautiful wife.
Yeah, my lovely wife.
Yes.
That's what she told you to say.
Jazz,
right?
he keep plug. I got the plug in by.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just keeping busy. I just having the time of my life. I'm retired now from everything. I used to work at an ambulance company.
Okay.
I used to work downtown. I used to be at Donald Martin's and Sons at was it Jacobs Field?
Yeah.
I was one of their head of their EMS first aid station down there. And the funniest story I have about that was in the basement, as you walk around, you know how the stadium is curved.
Right.
I was coming, I had to go down for one of the ambulances and pick something up. So I was coming around a curve, and around the other curve, I could hear somebody coming, and they had cleats on. So when the guy was even with me, I said, good luck. And as he passed me, I heard him stop. And he said, what did you say to me? And I turned, and he's got to be 6 foot something. And I'm looking at him. I said, good luck. He goes, I thought you said something nasty to me. I said, let me explain this to you, kid. I'm 5'5". What are you, 6'2"? You outweigh me about 75 pounds.
Right.
And you're carrying a baseball bat and you're wearing cleats. What idiot would say something nasty to you?
Right.
He goes, I didn't think people in Cleveland were that nice. He goes, thank you. I said, it's a game. Go out there and have fun.
Right.
You got all these kids watching you on the field. You're a hero.
Yeah.
I said, you're making so much money and you're having fun. Go do it.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, thanks. And I said, oh, by the way, can I have your autograph? So he signed a piece of paper for me and he walked away and I walked the other way.
Oh, nice.
But that was fun.
Yeah.
You met a lot of goofy people, and a lot of fun people.
Oh, that's good to hear, though.
Other than that, as long as I take my medication, I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
It might be that time soon.
Yeah. If I start shaking, it's past medication. All right, here we go. Back to the serial of The Phantom.
Come on, Doe, get up.
Jed, turn one of the leopards loose. They can't be too far away.
Johnson, let him go.
The Phantom! The Phantom! The natives call him the ghost who walks. The tom-toms call him when he talks. The Phantom! The Phantom!
Wait! I can't make it. Doe, come on, the cats are coming. You can make it.
No one escapes from the Harris plantation.
Prescott, underline that, please.
Yes, sir.
Come in. Hello, Devil. Glad to see you, Walker.
Always a pleasure, Commissioner.
Carry on with that later, will you, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
I want to show you the report on that convict you saved last night. It happens to be Vince Howard, my undercover agent at the Harris plantation.
What was Vince working on?
Some rather unusual death reports, irregularities in the treatment of the prisoners, even milking them of some of their money.
Why wasn't their contract canceled?
No proof. Doesn't sound pucker to me.
Well, apparently your man was close to the answer.
Commissioner Mallory here. Speaking. Yes. The hospital. Oh, how is he? Oh. He did. Just a moment. I think we have something here. What did he say? Tell Hardy Barney will die. Mrs. Harris. Is that all? And thanks awfully. Bit of a riddle, what?
I'd like to finish the job for Vince.
Rather a nasty mess out there. And how am I going to keep in touch with you?
Willier's Devil. Does that answer your question?
Where would you stop?
Those three names. Hardy, Barney, Mrs. Harris.
You won't escape with this leopard bait I'm spraying on you.
Supply truck coming! Come on, you bonehead, try it out!
Oh, hi, Doc.
Hi.
How many boneheads you got today?
I got 4 of you pick and shovel gang, Jed.
Healthy?
Well, one of them looks like he got a knot on the side of his head, but 3 out of 4 isn't bad.
Well, I'll put a knot on the other side of his head. He don't behave himself around here. Come on, you.
Nice.
These are the new boneheads. This here's Mrs. Harris. Her word's law on this plantation, and that's one law that nobody breaks. Now, she gets paid for every mile of road that she pushes through this rotten jungle. If she don't deliver, she don't get paid. Now, don't anybody get the idea of laying down on the job. You're here to work, and I'm here to see that you do.
And remember, no one escapes. Do they, baby?
All right. Come on, I'll get you your gear. And I'm going to spray you down with leopard bait. Give him some blankets, Hardy. Got some of that medicine for me, Doc?
Have you got the money?
Yeah, I got it. This wasn't easy to come by.
You plan on a break, Mike.
What do you care? You got your money.
You'll never make it. Don't forget, you covered the leopard bait.
I'll make it. Bait or no bait. I got a plan.
Doc, that medicine you've been giving Barney, it don't seem to be helping much.
All right. Let's take a look at him.
An asthma, so Doc says.
He should be in a hospital.
We got another file deal going. Here's the money.
Who did you sell it to this time?
Big Mike. We'll give him a search as soon as the doc's gone.
No, we need Big Mike. We just keep an eye on him.
While you're at it, I'd keep an eye on that new man, Walker.
Why?
Well, he's real smart. He gets curious about Barney. It just doesn't add up.
Think maybe the commissioner sent him down here to spy on us?
If there's any doubt, he goes.
Well, what are we going to do, boss? Set him up for a break like we did Vince?
No, we'll use Big Mike. He'll get rid of Mr. Walker for us.
We're going to work it when we get out of this stinking hole.
Did you or Barney ever see or hear anything out of the ordinary around here?
I don't follow you.
Anything that Mrs. Harris or Jed wouldn't want the authorities to know about?
He told me he saw Mrs. Harris goad Big Mike into beating a prisoner to death.
Maybe that's why they're letting Barney die. Hardy, I can help you get Barney out of here.
How?
By your testifying against Mrs. Harris and the others.
Vince said the same thing, but he didn't get out. I heard all about it. Nobody gets out. Not with those cats around. Good boy, Devil. Go, Devil, go.
doesn't even suit me. It's just plain fun. I'll take care of him for you, Dick. Get him! Use your rifle!
Don't kill him! Get the net!
All right! Now take him!
Carry him to the tree!
He'll cool off when he's baked in the sun all day.
Toss down the file, Mike.
What file?
The one you bought from Doc.
So Doc told you.
No, Walker, the new man.
That's Squealer.
You get Walker, and my report will read that he started the fight and you killed him in self-defense.
Now, have you got that through your thick head, Mike? Yeah. Start writing your report.
This is your last chance. If you don't agree to testify, Barney will die before you ever get him out of here. That'll be the end of your dream. You'll never have your plantation.
You sure the patrol's coming out? They'll be here today. If I do testify, how do I know Barney and I will be protected?
You'll be placed under guard and taken back to headquarters.
Sounds good.
But a commissioner is personally guaranteeing your protection.
I'll have to think it over.
Mike, take the team and give Walker and Hardy a hand. And remember, I'll be watching you every minute.
Looks like you stirred up an hornet's nest last night.
What do you mean?
The same kind of deal Mrs. Harris had last time Big Mike killed a prisoner. I think you're being set up.
Let's go over here. Walker, you told Mrs. Harris about the file Doc slipped me.
If Mrs. Harris told you I said anything about a file, she lied.
He's right, Mike.
You stay out of this, Hardy. This is between Walker and me.
But I'm telling you, Mike, you're all wrong. Now, don't you see? This is just like the other one.
You're making a big mistake. You're the one that's making a mistake, and you're last one. I'll be right back.
You all right?
Yeah.
Give me your shirt. Quick. Hide in the brush until the patrol gets here.
I hope you're right.
What happened? You fool! Shoot him!
Take it, devil. Drop it on the trail. Go.
Hold it now. They separated. Johnson, you follow that trail, I'll take this one.
Right out. Johnson. Over here, Johnson.
There he is. It's the Phantom.
Turn a cap. Stand out, men. You won't get far with that cat on his trail.
You get him Doc Saunders. Then you have all people just like Phantom say.
Don't worry, Chano. We'll pick him up. All right, driver. Take off. Don't worry about Barney. We'll get him to the hospital immediately.
Thank you, sir.
And Hardy?
Yes, sir.
For your cooperation, perhaps the commissioner can help you and Barney get your time reduced.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if you see Mr. Walker, thank him for Barney and me.
I'll do that.
Me do that now.
The phantom, the phantom.
I say, Reynolds, what's this I hear about the Army being interested in this project you're lobbying for?
Well, it's not for publication, but they're planning to build an ammunition dump near the dam.
I thought they were spending all that money just to help out a handful of farmers.
And when I mentioned to the committee that more than 50,000 troops are stationed within a mile of the depot, they immediately increased the appropriation by $500,000.
50,000 troops.
50,000 troops.
But don't forget, Mr. Hanlon, all of our shipyards are not located on the coast.
I don't think I understand.
Well, now, believe it or not, we have 4 shipways on the lakes. They're turning out an average of a ship a month.
That explains a lot of things.
With your influence in Washington, why don't you get a bill passed to increase the old age pension for glamour girls?
Oh, now listen here, girlie. We're not following this precarious occupation for love.
What our friend is trying to say is that you want to organize, start a revolving fund. Then you'll be able to speak the language that he understands. Right? That's right.
Now that you mention it, it is an ideal location for an airbase. The enemy could never spot it from the air, and it's out of the range of the naval guns. It's perfect. I'm telling you.
Coffee is served at the lounge.
Oh, coffee.
Well, come on. Wait for me, Blondie.
Well, gentlemen, if you ask me, I would say this has been a most successful day.
Well, it has for me. Now I can postpone that strike until the project has eaten up more of the appropriation.
But, gentlemen, since war has been declared, we've learned one lesson. We must proceed cautiously.
I think we should make plans to slip into some neutral country before the Intelligence Bureau gets after us.
Perhaps when the war hysteria dies down, they will become more lax. These Americans are like children. They forget quickly the fire that burnt their fingers.
Well, Doctor, you've actually found a very efficient method of prosecuting our war of nerves.
No. I'm not going to accept all credit. These gentlemen have insisted.
We could destroy more ammunition plants before we have to leave.
That last operation of yours, carried out with such finesse, beautiful.
Thanks. You want me to wait for you, sir?
No, thank you. I may be detained here for some time.
Oh, are you going back to Cleveland tonight, Kenny? No, I'm staying over for a couple of days. Fine. stop into my office tomorrow morning?
A gentleman patient to see you, sir.
Patient? I see patients only at my office during the day. Ask him to go elsewhere.
I explained you seldom saw patients at your home.
What's his name?
Mr. Cologne, or rather, monsieur.
Never heard of him.
Seems very urgent, sir. Insists it's a matter of life and death.
Why don't you see him and get it over? Oh, very well. Be back in a moment. Oh, Doctor. Don't forget your bedside manners. Oh, no. Oh, that will be all, Stevens.
Dr. Sanders?
That's right. But I'm not in the habit of receiving patients in my home, especially at night.
I have come a long way to see you.
Plenty of other good doctors.
I'm a very sick man.
Sit down, please. You don't appear to be in any danger of dying.
You are quite wrong. All men are in danger of dying. The important question is when.
Who are you? Just why did you come here?
Wallace, how are things with you in Detroit?
Fine. I'm faced with a strike that may tie up my whole plan. 10,000 men.
That's too bad.
Yes, because I'll have to close one of my factories waiting for parts.
Trouble is, you boys should hire me as a lawyer. Then you could really wreck your business.
Listen to him. At that, Van Dyke, my plant might be able to use you over in Pittsburgh to throw a few wrenches into the legal machinery.
You must be mistaken. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's strange. I was sure you would remember me.
Voice seems familiar, but I'm positive I've never seen your face before.
That you are but half right. You did see me before. But I've changed since then. Just as you have.
Nelson! Herr Doctor! No, please! Please, I don't deserve this!
Someone screamed.
Sounded like a banshee.
Just a momentary upset. Nothing serious.
Sorry we intruded. Are you sure everything's all right?
Yes, quite. Gentlemen, please accept my apology. I shall be detained longer than I anticipated.
But in that case, I think we can go. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I hope the doctor knows what he's doing.
So do I. His patient looks crazy to me. Weird sort of fellow at that. Like a European.
Seems to me I've seen him before.
Well, let's go. Come on.
All very straight.
Oh, yes.
Can't we drop you someplace, Kearney?
No, thank you. I have a cab. And be sure that your servant understands the instructions I have given you. Dr. Sanders wants you.
You may prepare the guest room for Monsieur Callon. He'll be with us for some time to come.
Very well, sir.
are you doing in my cab?
I thought perhaps you're going in my direction.
Well, I'm not going in your direction.
Mr. Kearney, are you quite sure you know in what direction you're really going?
Why, of course I know. Incidentally, how did you learn my name?
Would you rather I called you Toko Nitobi?
Well, the taxicabber identified the body. Said that he picked him up in front of Dr. Saunders' place.
Then all we have to do is grab this Dr. Saunders and ask him what he knows.
Sure, and put him on his guard, and then where are we? No. This is one time that we've got to watch our step.
What do you want me to do?
Suppose you drop in on the dock and see what you can find out without letting him know that we suspect the place. We have a report that a niece lives there. You might work through her.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. She's 50, flat-footed, and fat, with buck teeth and probably wears glasses.
Now, look, Sherlock. This is your first case, and we don't want you to come it up, see? We don't expect you to marry the girl. Just see what you can find out, huh?
Okay, Chief, I can dream, can't I?
Cute kid.
Hello. You're Stevens, aren't you? I'm Alice Saunders.
How do you do, Miss Alice? Won't you step in, please?
Thank you. It's good to be back. Where's Uncle?
He's not very well this morning. He's still in bed. I wouldn't disturb him just yet.
So sorry. Is it anything serious?
Well, I don't know, miss. He took ill last night after a dinner party.
Oh, dear. Everything looks just the same. Anything new?
Only myself, I'm afraid, miss. Yes?
Miss Saunders was expecting me. Dick Martin.
Yes. Come in, Mr. Martin.
Thank you.
Miss Saunders, would you see a Mr. Martin?
How do you do? I'm from the department. I'd like to see your father, Dr. Saunders.
He's my uncle. He isn't feeling well. Is there something I could do?
Why, yes. Your uncle gave a dinner party here last night. Do you know who his guests were?
I just arrived myself. Maybe Stevens could tell you.
Stevens, was there a man by the name of Kearney here last night?
Yes, sir.
Do you know anything about him?
No.
If you could tell me what this is all about, maybe I could help.
Well, you see, the police found the body of Kearney last night. He was either murdered or committed suicide.
Oh, how awful.
And if I could see your uncle, it might clear the matters up.
I'll try to see him.
Stevens, where's the dining room?
In there, sir.
Uncle Bill?
Hmm?
Uncle Bill, it's Alice. I just got in.
Oh, what is it, dear?
Uncle Bill, let me in. I'm back.
Oh, Alice, dear, forgive me. But I was dozing.
Stephen said you didn't feel well.
No, nothing serious. Nerves, that's all. I've decided to remain in my room for a long rest. But I'm so glad you're back, dear.
Can't I come in for a moment? I have so much to tell you. It's been so many years since I've seen you.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear.
Isn't there something I can do for you? Are you a new servant?
Not exactly. Rather, a very old friend of your uncle's, Monsieur Colomb.
I'm Alice, his niece. Greetings.
You're very sweet. And a beautiful young woman.
You'll excuse me. What's your first name?
Richard, but you can call me Dick.
Oh, Dick, this is Monsieur Cologne. He's an old friend of Uncle Bill's. Dick Martin.
How do you do?
It's a pleasure.
Were you here at the dinner party last night?
No, I came later.
Do you know a Mr. Kearney?
Kearney? I'm afraid not. Is there something wrong?
Just a slight case of murder.
That's too bad. Can I help in any way?
Nope.
Excuse me.
Handsome devil, isn't he?
I'd hate to meet him in a dark alley.
Oh, I don't know. Make it a moonlight night in a park bench. It might be exciting.
Oh, yeah? What's this first name business?
Well, I didn't know him any better than you did.
How long has he lived here?
I don't know that either.
How about yourself?
It's been years.
Listen, do I see the uncle or don't I?
He must be terribly ill. He wouldn't even see me.
Funny business. You scared living here like this? You better come along with me.
I think I can take care of myself.
What's your name?
Alice.
Okay, Allie. I'll see you later.
Oh, your room is ready, Miss Alice.
Thank you. Stevens, tell me something about our guest.
Well, there's not much I know. When he came here last evening, I thought he was simply another patient of your uncle's.
He's an interesting man.
Yes, very.
Immediately.
He's not very well this morning, sir. He's still in bed.
He'll see me. Tell him it's Wallace.
Yes, sir. Will you please wait?
I told you I wasn't to be disturbed, Stephen.
Yes, Mr. Wallace, sir. He's below.
Please obey my orders.
Well? It's impossible, sir. Dr. Sanders can't see you.
Don't.
Could the medical history of a sick person possibly interest an industrialist from Detroit?
You're the man who came here last night.
As a patient, Mr. Wallace, as a patient.
Mr. Wallace, miss. He just left.
I heard a funny noise. Is this room below mine?
Yes, miss.
Then it came from here.
Is there something wrong?
I heard a strange noise like a body falling.
Oh, I was stumbling. I was awkward.
Yes, but there were gurgling sounds.
Oh, I was humming. Is my voice as bad as that?
Humming. Have you known my uncle very long?
Time passed so swiftly, it's hard to say. I think I first met him abroad. Some kind of international meeting, I believe.
Are we going to have the pleasure of your company very long?
It depends on circumstances.
You sound like a man of destiny.
One must not flirt with one's destiny.
With the world in the condition it is today, aren't we all flirting with destiny?
I suppose I finished my book upstairs.
Oh, no, please. I didn't mean to disturb you. Excuse me.
Yes?
Mr. Van Dyke calling from Chicago.
Put him on. Hello, John. What is the time? 9 add 3 plus 9. And you tell me. 213141. Okay. Listen, Ryder. Have you seen the headlines? I certainly have. I never knew Curly had heart trouble. He didn't. He was only 34, sound as a dollar. And that Japanese Tiger, what about that? One of us ought to go immediately back to Washington. I tried to get Dr. Saunders on the phone, but he's sick, according to the butler. Wallace is still registered at his hotel, but he's out. Maybe we can catch him before he returns to Detroit. Both of us should go back. I'll grab the first plane out of Pittsburgh here and meet you in front of Wallace's hotel. Good. See you then.
Morning mail, Mr. Ryder. Here's the letter. Perhaps should have been thrown in the basket, but it seemed rather strange.
Why?
It's a plastic surgery ad, but it mentions no name.
That'll be all, Miss Hanson.
Ryder?
Get me Amos Hanlon in New York, the Exchange Bank.
Mr. Hanlon, Mr. Ryder calling long distance from Pittsburgh.
Hanlon speaking.
Mr. Philip Wallace, is he in?
I think I saw him walk to the elevator a few moments ago. You may telephone his room if you please.
Thank you. Mr. Wallace's room.
Yes?
Wallace, is that you?
Who is it?
Ryder. What time is it, Wallace?
9, add 3 plus 9, and you tell me...
213141. Van Dyke is with me. We've got to see you right away.
Come up to my room. No. No.
Wallace. 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 What could he be? Very obviously he isn't here. I'm going to try again to get Saunders. I want Dr. Saunders. National 6516. I want to talk to Dr. Saunders.
I'm very sorry, but Dr. Saunders is still confined to his room.
Don't bother. I just want to make sure he was there.
Dr. Handel, I think I was a child.
It would the way you bellow.
His hand. Japanese dagger.
Pretty. Now Wallace. Nothing in the hall.
I'm going to call the police, you fool.
You want them prying around in our business?
Better that than to be like Wallace there.
Don't you realize we're at war with this country? Brace yourself. We're forewarned. Now we're forearmed.
I guess you're right.
We'll go down the back stairs.
alone in my room. Oh,
What is the matter with you?
there was a horrible something in my room.
Are you quite sure it wasn't a nightmare?
Oh, it most certainly wasn't.
There was no one in your room, miss. I couldn't find a trace. Shall I look outside?
Yes, please do.
No one. You see?
You think my eyes are playing tricks on me?
When a young woman's nerves commence to give way, it is time she sought refuge in a strong man's arms.
I just ran into yours.
Mine might be dangerous.
You're a strange man. I've been trying to make you out.
Why try? Curiosity killed a cat.
Oh,
Don't misunderstand. I'm not worth bothering your pretty head about.
what if I think differently?
Then I would say that you're a silly young creature.
Why did we leave the can street and walk? Just a precaution. I still think we should notify the police. After all, we can prove we're Americans. We just can't afford to risk the publicity. I want to see the doctor immediately.
I'm very sorry,
If
sir.
Bill, I'll go up to his room.
Perhaps I'd better speak to him first.
Hey. Which is his room? I won't need you. Saunders,
Ryder,
let me in. I've got to talk to you.
go ahead and talk. I'm not seeing anyone.
You know, of course, about Kearney.
He's dead, yes, I know.
Well, so is Wallace. Van Dyke and I found him in his hotel room. The point is, Van Dyke is breaking. Lost his nerve. Wants to seek protection with the police.
There's only one protection against a weakling, Ryder. Take the outside door to my cellar. I needn't tell you more.
Saunders is going to meet us in the cellar. Wants to talk to us.
I thought he was ill, confined to his room.
Only a subterfuge. Close the door.
Why?
Never mind. Hurry.
You seem to know your way around, Ryder.
I was down here once before. Frightened?
I have a strange feeling this is a trap. Where are the lights?
Lighten up.
Why isn't Saunders here?
The important thing, you're here. You turned weakling, Van Dyke. We can't afford to take any chances with you.
You were both very accommodating, Mr. Ryder. Thank you.
I don't know what it's all about, but I like it.
There's a body in the basement.
A what?
A body. Right by the cellar stairs. I stumbled over it.
Yeah, let's take a look.
It was right here.
It isn't there now.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, Alice, there's nothing to be frightened of.
Well, I don't like it. Come on. I can't understand it. I know I stumbled over something. Maybe I'm going daffy.
Well, here's something else that's darn queer. This man Wallace was another guest of your uncle's.
That makes two of them. Oh, this is terrible.
Stevens, where have you been?
In the dining room, sir.
You haven't been in the cellar, have you?
No.
Seen this?
Boy, that's incredible. And they were both at that dinner, too.
Alice, I'm going upstairs and talk to your uncle if I have to break that door in.
It might be better if I spoke to Dr. Saunders. I might have more influence.
Monsieur Cologne, I stumbled over a body in the cellar.
It's still there?
No, it disappeared.
Perhaps it is your nerves again.
There's nothing wrong with Miss Saunders' nerves.
Of course not.
Come on, Alice.
A body in the cellar? Oh, that can't be.
See that?
Uncle Bill! Uncle Bill! Uncle Bill, I have to see you. Something terrible has happened.
I'm very tired, dear. Please don't disturb me.
Dr. Saunders, two of your friends who were here last night are dead.
That's most unfortunate. Heart failure, probably.
I know, Uncle, but there's someone dead down in our cellar.
Alice, I'm afraid your imagination is running away with you.
No, it isn't.
Alice, I insist you allow no disturbance to be made. My own condition won't stand it. Matters are quite all right in the house.
But, Uncle...
Please obey me, Alice.
Very well.
That door always been locked since you've been here?
Yes.
Well, haven't you even seen him?
No, I haven't.
Who takes care of him, feeds him?
Stevens or Monsieur Cologne.
That's a fine pair. I don't like either one. I'm going to take you out of here. It's too dangerous.
I'm not frightened. I'll be all right.
If anything happens, you take and call me here.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, young man.
Good night, monsieur.
inside.
Two more. And it was right here I found the body of Mr. Kearney. And just about this time.
No hard failure this time. It's murder. Jap daggers.
Judging by their clothes, they were no tramps either.
Well, get busy, officer. Get on the phone.
Right.
All right. But Stevens, the butler, has disappeared.
Do you have any idea where he could have gone?
No, he just hasn't come back.
Okay, Alice, watch your step, and I'll be over as soon as I can.
That's a lot of bunk, I tell you.
Miss Saunders says the butler's disappeared.
Well, this is one time I refused to suspect the butler in the case.
There's no doubt those men found at the Jap embassy were murdered, but what do you make of those two daggers in their hands?
Well, it adds up to only one thing. The man who did the job was also responsible for the Kearney and Wallace murders.
Who was the fifth guest at Saunders' house that evening?
Hanlon, the banker.
Oh, I think I see what you're driving at.
It may only be a hunch, but if we take Hanlon to Dr. Saunders, we may force the real murderer out into the open.
Suppose you grab a plane, Dick, and have a little talk with this Hanlon. Point out to him the danger that he's in and see if you can get him to come to Washington with you. Yes?
Mr. Hanlon, a special delivery letter for you. And since the envelope has a black border, I thought you would want it immediately.
Bring it in.
Alice, will you marry me?
What for?
So I can beat you up. It's the only way I can get out of here. Say, has the butler shown up yet?
No, he's probably frightened and quit his job.
Alice, you were right. There was a body in the cellar last night.
You know that?
I'm positive of it. Only there were two bodies. They were found on the steps of the Japanese embassy with a dagger clutched in each hand. And they weren't killed there. Their bodies were dumped there.
Why should you think they came from here?
There were two more of your uncle's dinner guests who were here that night.
Mr. Martin, I found this note in the dining room. It's from the butler.
It's Stevens. He's gone to see a sick friend.
A brand new alibi, eh? You recognize the handwriting?
No.
Yes, I recognize it.
You would.
You doubt me?
I'm not accusing anyone, Cologne. All I know is that 4 men are dead under mysterious circumstances after leaving this house.
Possible coincidence, but most unfortunate.
Yes. There's only one guest left alive. Hanlon.
Let us hope that Mr. Hanlon escapes the fate of the others.
Yeah. Get your hat, Alice.
As long as Monsieur Cologne is here, I feel perfectly safe.
Suffering cat. So long.
Nice fellow. I hope you'll be happy. Goodbye.
You're leaving?
Yes, I must. It's most unfortunate, but your uncle will understand.
Will we see you again?
Who knows in this crazy world?
All right, come on, Cologne.
Well, that, gentlemen, is my considered decision. This institution will not lend its support to any company, even in this emergency, which permits itself to be forced into bankruptcy because of the demands of its employees. What is it?
There's a gentleman here to see you.
No, I'm too busy.
I think you should see this man immediately, Mr. Hanlon.
Very well. There, gentlemen, you see what a slave even a banker can be to his secretary. We'll continue this talk after lunch.
Mr. Hanlon?
Yes?
I'm Dick Martin.
Sit down, Mr. Martin.
I don't have to tell you, Mr. Hanlon, but in the past 48 hours, 4 of your friends have died.
Well, I'm not exactly illiterate, you know. I can read the newspapers.
I gather you're not frightened either.
A busy man has very little time to indulge in feminine emotions. Just what do you want?
I'm here in your interest, Mr. Hanlon, and possibly the interest of this country. In the present emergency, we can't afford to lose any of the much-needed business leaders.
And you think my life is in danger?
I'm almost certain of it.
Here's something I received in the morning mail. I hadn't intended to speak of it.
Do you have any idea who the murderer or murderers might be?
I do not. If I had, I would inform the police.
Of course. As a good American, Mr. Hanlon, possibly you will be willing to cooperate with our department in trapping the criminals.
Just what have you in your mind?
Well, we're reasonably certain that these killings have occurred in or near Dr. Saunders' home in Washington.
I see, and you want me to act as a decoy or bait. Is that it?
Of course, there will be danger.
Well, I'm not afraid of danger. I'd like very much to meet this murderer. Even more than you.
Good. We'll take the first plane back to Washington. May I use that phone? Thank you. Chief, you cover the inside of the house. Be sure you keep your eye on Hanlon.
Okay.
I'll take the outside.
In there, Hanlon. All right, let's have a look at upstairs.
You're not going to leave me here alone.
He'll be here with you.
This is Cologne's room.
You mean it was?
This is Saunders.
All right, Saunders, come on out or we're coming in. Thought you said this was always locked.
It always has been.
I thought so. So they've been messing you up too, eh, old-timer?
Any other rooms?
No.
Servants' quarters, anything like that?
One small one downstairs.
Yeah.
Listen, Chief.
Oh, don't talk to me. You've messed up everything as it is.
Take it easy, Stevens. Over there on the couch. Sit down.
No, I'm all right.
Who is this?
Stevens, a missing butler.
What happened to you?
He was slugged and tied up in the basement.
You didn't happen to do that to yourself, did you?
Why, no, sir.
Stevens, did you write this?
No.
Cologne again.
Dr. Saunders, who also disappeared.
Saunders missing?
Yeah. What do you know about that?
Why, nothing, sir.
Who fed him?
Well, I did.
What illness was he suffering from?
Well, I don't know, sir. When I brought him his food, he always spoke from an anteroom or a dark corner.
You couldn't have possibly have sneaked in there just once and fed him, could you?
Oh, well, I...
Yeah, you fell down on the job.
Who, Miss Saunders?
Oh, Miss Saunders, my eye. She's my best girl.
Your best girl?
My best girl operator. Or was.
So you're a flatfoot, eh?
How well did you know Saunders?
Well, I knew him slightly in a business way.
Did you know that he was supposed to have mysteriously disappeared from a ship in the Orient 10 years ago?
Why, that's ridiculous.
Something new, Chief?
No, this is something old. See, the real Miss Saunders came to my office. She's been living abroad for the last 10 years on the legacy. When she saw this picture of her uncle in the paper, she figured something was wrong. Well, I figured if somebody was posing as her uncle, I could put
Well,
someone...
this has nothing to do with me. I'm leaving.
Oh, sit down. We'll find out who you are by 12 o'clock. Better get him a drink.
I'll get it.
At last we meet. And then, shall I call you Krsak?
That's what was in my room.
Who are you? I'm Dr. Saunders.
Hang him in there.
All right, Doc, take it easy.
Cologne. Cologne. Look out for Cologne.
Hold it, fella. You know him?
Sure, it's Cologne.
Well, looks like we're too late. At least your hunch was right. All right, come on, you. Is this your man, Doc?
Yes, yes. He's a man. Herr Dr. Nurser, alias Monsieur Cologne.
Mad.
Mad. Mad. Who would be mad?
It all started some time ago in my homeland.
Heil Hitler.
Thank you.
It was considerate of your Fuhrer to permit you to come here to serve us. Your fame as plastic surgeon is well known in land of rising sun.
This is my first request of wholesale surgery. Are these my subjects?
Yes. All trusted members of the Order of Black Dragons, ready to serve Empire until death.
And Americans, they are to impersonate. You have photos of them. I will need many angles.
Better than that. We have perfect replicas. Death masks.
Oh, good. I shall be ready to operate as soon as the surgery is prepared.
Very well. This is Dr. Nakuchi. He will assist you.
This way, Herr Doctor.
Thank you.
Remove your robes. The transformation is complete. Our faith in your ability was well-founded, Honorable Doctor. We owe you and your Fuhrer our undying gratitude for what you have done for us.
Anything I can do to hasten the establishment of our new order and to destroy the archaic democracies is an honor and a privilege.
You accompany these men, and they will see that you are fittingly rewarded.
Thank you.
This way here, Doctor.
What's the meaning of this? I'm a member of the party. The Fuhrer will hear of this.
That's just what we're going to prevent. It's a little trick we learned from you Nazis. Leave no evidence behind. Let no sentimentality stand in your way.
Since you're the only one who knows our real identity, this is merely a precaution to make sure that no one else finds them out.
All right. Sorry we have to ask you to share these quarters with someone else.
But he won't be with us for long, Herr Doctor.
You will pay for this, you apes. You swine. The Fuhrer will wipe you off the face of the earth.
So you get out of here, huh?
He evidently made good his escape to America and set out to kill us one by one.
Why didn't you kill him like the others?
Oh, I was necessary to the completion of his plan. Instead, he inoculated me with an insidious serum, which quickly transformed me into this horrid monster you see before you.
And you must go on living.
No! No! I want it! I want it!
All right, that was The Phantom with my special guest, the Daughter of the Ghoul show, Joey and Toni. Do you have any last words to say besides goodbye?
No, that's it.
No.
Thank you again
Thank
for
you.
having us.
No, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We had a great time.
And I will have you again.
Oh,
Look forward
appreciate
to
it.
it.
Yeah. Good luck with all your projects that you got going on. We're watching them, in the back, seeing what you're doing. So
Keep your fingers crossed.
we're definitely looking forward to everything.
Yes.
Thank you again. Thanks
Thank
for tuning
you.
in. Join us next week for a brand new other old cereal on Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Don't forget to check me out on YouTube under Donald O'Malley, and Joey will now plug himself.
It's the Daughter of the Ghoul Show. You can find us on Facebook, Daughter of the Ghoul Show. You can find us on the YouTube, Danny K, DMK Productions. And each of us all have our own Facebook page, social medias. Again, if you go to the Daughter of the Ghoul, you will be able to find everything there.
Thank you again.
Thank you. We
Thank you
appreciate
again.
it, Don.